since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone. Blood has been spilled in the name of everything, from God to justice to simple psychotic rage. In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict, the destructive nature of man could sustain itself no longer. The world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation. But it was not, as some had predicted, the end of the world. Instead, the apocalypse was simply the prologue to another bloody chapter of human history. For man had succeeded in destroying the world. But war never changes. In the early days, thousands were spared the horrors of the Holocaust by taking refuge in enormous underground shelters known as vaults. But when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them. All except those in Vault 101. For on that fateful day, when fire rained from the sky, the giant steel door of Vault 101 slid closed and never reopened. It was here you were born. It is here you will die. Because in Vault 101, no one ever enters, and no one ever leaves.
What's up, guys? This is Dave Trevor. Happy Hump Day. Hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. So yeah, we're going to be go ahead and doing a review for Fallout 3. And as you can tell, it's a pretty long intro, but I want you guys to get the idea of the story behind it, so I'm just going to get into what it is, though, but who you are. So you play this character, and like he said, you're from Vault 101, and you're sent to look after your dad, because your dad took off. I'm not giving any spoilers. This happens pretty much right at the beginning of the game. And when that happens, your journey begins, because you got to leave the vault, and you got to go out into the wasteland. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this up here, because one of the things I wanted to talk about was there's a really cool good and bad concept in this game. Because there was a good and bad concept in Mass Effect. I didn't really ever talk about it as deeply as I probably could have, mostly because I couldn't show some game footage. And I can actually show you guys some more game footage this time around. So just let it load up. Hope you guys are having a happy Wednesday. I'm having a happy Wednesday myself. It's almost my Friday here. Now what's interesting is that the good and bad concept actually has a lot to do with the way the game turns out. So I'm not going to save this, but what I'm going to do... Bear with me, it's been a while since I played this game, so let's see here. I want to go to 106. And as you guys can already start to see, the game is huge. It's absolutely... it's massive. It's almost too much after a while. Let's see here. Alright, so we're going to travel to Megaton. Megaton's the main area in this game here. And what's cool is you can be as good as you want or as bad as you want, and it really does affect the game. But unlike with Mass Effect, there's certain things that you can do and certain things that you can't do, whereas with this game, you can just go around and blast the bejesus out of people if you wanted to, and I'm obviously moving kind of slow here. Not sure why I'm moving so damn slow. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. I know I'm taking a lot of time here. Okay, got the Gatling laser. Oh. I only need to drop a couple things here, so... Oh, sweet, now I can run. Okay. So I can actually walk up to people. See me just beat the crap out of that guy. Now I got the whole fucking town against me. Bad news bears right there, people. So, all I'm doing is fighting with my fists, and everyone's like trying to kill me now. See, they're all my enemies now. And I'm just going to run up here and, just for fun, beat the crap out of this guy. Now, like I said, you can be bad or good in the game, so I don't need to go on to that anymore. There's no reason to do any of that stuff, so I'm going to quit. It's going to say, any save, are you sure you want to quit? Yes, I'm sure, because I beat the crap out of a bunch of people. So yeah, it's really cool. There's a lot more to it. You just got to play it. Now, there's a lot of other characters in the game. There's actually way too many to even discuss, so I'm not even going to bother with that because, well, frankly, it's too much. I'm not gonna waste your guys' time with all that. But I'm gonna go right into this. My plus points of the game are the story. There's some really pretty amazing key points that are in this game. One of the ones that I was thinking of off the bat was where you have to go and save this guy, Fox, and Fox is going to be this guy who kind of helps you carry things. But he's also, he's kind of like your sidekick, he's kind of like your helper. He's okay, he's not the best that he could be, and he's definitely, what's the word I'm looking for? Not too bright, I guess. Let's see here. So yeah, I mean, just look at this, guys. This is just part of the wasteland of where I am. And as you can tell, this game is huge. I'm just kind of minding my own business, doing my own sort of thing. You guys can tell this is a huge, 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 huge game. There's over 100 different locations that you can go to in this game and find different things to do and that. So that was a really cool plus point. On the v.a.t.s, let's see if I can get into a engagement with an enemy here so I can actually show you what the heck that is. But what v.a.t.s is, I'm not really sure what it stands for, so if you guys understand knows what it stands for, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section below, because I cannot remember for the life of me. But but v.a.t.s, what they are is it's like a Matrix-esque styling of like targeting people, and it's pretty wild because, well, for one, you can target different body parts, but the cool thing is that when you actually go into the targeting of something, you yeah, I'm not finding any enemies here. It's almost like I wiped everybody completely out. But as you guys can tell, this game is pretty darn big. And I kind of like this game because it's not necessarily a first-person shooter. It's more like a first-person adventure. There we go. Big-ass scorpion. So check this out. So now you can go into this thing right here, and I can actually aim at certain body parts with the v.a.t.s. And I just thought that was really cool. And then you locate on it. And then it goes kind of like the slow-motion Matrix style. That's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, that didn't do jack shit to this guy, though. Okay, so I'm getting my butt kicked. I'm going to go here back to the main menu. Just let it play. Now, the last thing that I was to say was a plus point was the length of the game. The length of the game is huge. There's easily over 95 hours of gameplay here. And my game, I only did like several side quests and maybe like the main mission, and I clocked up about 80 hours or so. So there's a lot to this game. So sadly, this game was not a 5 out of 5 for me. It just wasn't. And because there were some minus points. The first minus points was the graphics. Now, the graphics you guys saw, they were looking pretty good, but there was something I was going to show you about that I thought was pretty darn hilarious. And it has to do with the fact that this game is not only first person, but it's also third person as well. And while this is loading, I was going to say that another minus point was the limited amount of things that you can carry. I've never run into a game where you can't carry enough things, so when you get overburdened, you actually walk slower, and I just thought it was annoying. I thought it was probably the most annoying thing with Fallout, to be completely honest. So, alright, we don't want to talk to you, shut up. So let's see if I can remember how to get into third-person view. No, that's not it. There it is. Now, third-person view, it's kind of ridiculous. The graphics on it are, okay to say the least, but look, it doesn't even look like he's on the ground. It looks like he's just sort of kind of like rotating or hovering above it. So that was one of my minus points. The other minus point I had, it was probably the biggest minus point of any game I've ever played, is there's these graphical glitches. Sometimes you'll be playing Fallout and then the screen will go black. And I found out that this patch can be fixed if you get online, but for those us non-online players, you're screwed. And I looked online, did some research, and found out that there's actually a couple buttons you can hit to clear the Xbox 360's cache, and supposedly that helps fix it. But that was my last part. So I want to open the discussion here with you guys. What was your favorite part in Fallout 3? Go ahead and leave an answer in the comment section below. And with all that being said, I would still give this 4.5 out of 5 solid humps. It's a great game. There's a lot to it. There's lots you can do. There's so much going on in the game, and it's hours upon hours of endless play. But because of those minus points, I definitely couldn't give it a 5 out of 5 like I wanted to because, yeah, it pissed me off. I didn't pick up this game for like 2.5 months because I could not figure out how to get through the glitch. I found out there was one place where I didn't save and then moved on, and then that was it. Dozy-do. Not a big deal. So yeah, okay, so sorry this was a little bit long, guys. I'm just fiddling now with my new camera and getting things all figured out. Go ahead, comment, rate, and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And I'll be back next week for another edition of Happy Hump Day Reviews. And I will talk to you guys later. Take care.